Hey guys, it's Alik, NatureWithAlik. I'm here with Matt Cole from Firecrest Farms.
Hey, welcome. This is my farm just below San Francisco. It's currently my backyard, and so everything is really jam-packed. We're currently standing on my wave pool as well. More on that later. Anyways, welcome. I'm happy to give you a tour. Alik came up. We're going to sell a bunch of fruit and stuff, and I'm going to do some grafting classes later. But for now, I want to check out my greenhouse.
Yes, we're going to go inside. So basically, right now I'm in the Pacifica. I'm just 360 miles from my home in Thousand Oaks, and from Matt's place we can see it, even Golden Gate Bridge over there.
I'm 1 mile from the beach, where the water temperature is usually about 58 degrees, which keeps the air temperature usually about 58 degrees almost all year long. Today it's significantly hot, which means it's 68 degrees out.
You don't need air conditioning here.
No, we don't have air conditioning, so we don't have sprinklers. The greenhouse will actually bring the temperature up to about 85. If it gets above that, I just open the windows and try and keep it at 85.
Very good.
The first year I went to Hawaii, 7 years ago, we had the heat center. It got 140 degrees in here. Killed almost everything. But I've learned my lesson since. Alright, so
let's go one by one.
Where to start. Everything seems to be getting smaller and smaller, but up here you have my DK area where I have a Desert Princess DK16, which I think is my favorite of all the DKs. Most of everything you see is a graft. I'm a big fan of grafts. In fact, if you look down here, I started grafting originally on plumeria.
Yes.
So that's a grafted plumeria, and plumerias are hard as hell to graft. So once I started grafting on dragons, it just became super easy.
So you got
here's one of my most successful grafts I've done lately. So I took this Hellboy that I got from TLM maybe 2 years ago, and put it on top of a 4 foot tall Vietnamese white.
Yep.
And immediately I got 3 branches, and then out of those 3 branches I got 3 more branches each, and now it's done. I got 12 branches. I turned 1 tip into a full-size plant in 1 season.
Very nice.
That's the best variety one I've had happen yet. Here's supposedly some Rickfords. We'll see.
Okay, let me see what the current temperature right now. Well, that's correct reading, right?
Yeah. Well, it's maybe a little hotter because the sun's out.
Yes, 85 degrees right now. 25% humidity. Okay.
It's super humid. That's an issue, so I use lots of fans.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, moving forward.
So here's a chimera.
Oh my gosh, look at this red color.
That was my first, this is what actually was able to get me an Ohana. I was able to trade this with fees down in Southern California.
Yes.
So here's the Pacifica I was telling you about.
Pacifica, okay.
This one's rare as hell. I was the only person to have it. I live in Pacifica, but it's basically just starting to trellis.
Right, and the new branches coming out, yeah?
Here's a super fun one I was showing you earlier, and I'll show you more later, what I call tip grafts. And you take a little teeny tip of new growth and put it on a full-size other plant, where this is a Cynospinus.
Yes.
And I took this crazy HF and put it on a tip, and boom! A whole new branch of a new variety right after
it. It just stick it with the glue of the...
Here's a tamarind.
Oh my gosh.
Come this way into the middle.
Yes, okay. Squeezing to the hallway over here. Okay.
Put your head on the fan.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, if it wasn't sunny, all I had to do is that. And boom, I have Ecuador lighting.
Ooh.
Basically, I had it on 12, but I'm finally stopping it, trying to put them to sleep for 3 months.
I see.
Because they're still trying to do new growth, and they need to be done.
That's okay.
It's over.
Gotcha.
I want these to fruit. So here's some purple hazes.
Purple haze. Oh my gosh.
I hope.
Okay, I'm telling you, this is 2024 harvest, yes.
But I've only lost 1 out of my last 20 fruits, and that was my Paco. It didn't take. Everything else is taken. That's all because I got a couple whites. Here's a bunch of Mauis. I had 6 on this one. Here's a Royal Red.
Nice.
Took the other day.
Okay, Mauis.
Here's another tip graft. This is a little teeny tip of a Cocoa Iris. And it went
took it
and I brought a foot of this to the class for today.
Wow.
Here's a tip graft that sucks. Ooh.
Yeah.
We have to cut that off.
Okay. What's the variety?
Supposedly my
American Beauty. Yes.
Supposedly.
Okay. You have Israeli yellow over here, I see. Right, as well? Yeah.
I brought it with us. It's off that plant.
Nice.
We have a piece of the fruit.
We have a piece of the fruit. Yes. My gosh.
And I have another supposedly yellow. Oh, look, it's a little yellow.
Okay,
oh, no,
coming up. Okay.
But here's an Isis, supposedly.
I see.
And that's supposedly another yellow. But it's not ready.
Got you. Okay.
Alright, so up above us we have a ton more DK16s. Here's a Eol. that I just
Yes.
harvested a huge fruit that we're going to taste today.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, climbing up.
Capo Valley. I just harvested the other ones of those.
Right. TK16, I see it over here. Yes.
Get this
On my
Amazonas.
side. Yeah.
These branches on this monster.
Going up
Amazonas.
and up and up. Yeah. Oh wow.
This thing's huge.
That is huge.
These are
Amazonas.
all grafts.
All grafts. You're doing great with grafts.
Well, basically, I think it's like you take an exotic like me from
Yes.
Southern California and you graft it onto a local that's more efficient.
Bruni.
Like my wife, who's from Oakland.
Right.
So it makes an exotic actually work.
Yep.
You know, where they wouldn't work otherwise. All right, so straight through there, San Francisco again. Let's go down one more aisle.
Yes.
So here's my favorite grafts ever. This is what's called, can you see in there?
I see it on the back, yes.
It's what's called the tip graft. So I took new growth off another plant, just like that. I'm not going to do
Yes.
that one, it's my favorite. But that did, anyways, I put new growth here, and then a couple months later I got new growth.
Yes.
And new growth. And same thing I did on this one.
So fast.
Yeah, they go so
and
fast.
the branch is really big. Look
And
at
it's
this,
on top
how
of a
fat it is.
full-size plant. You know?
Yes.
This is a plant that Black Africanus, the one everybody
Black-
loved 2 years ago, but now I hear the
Yes.
kind of sucks.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm happy to graft it and put other stuff on.
Unbelievable. And this is graft too on the bottom, right? Is this the graft? Or this is new branch?
No, I wouldn't have grafted country road.
Okay,
That's just a branch.
so tell me about this. Tell me about
that one's
this.
secret for now. I'll show you other stuff.
I want. It's huge. What's this? Again, remind me the name.
I believe it's called DH1. That's all
DH1.
I know about it for now. but
So big, so huge the
fat.
branch. Look at this.
We'll hopefully have more.
DH1. Okay. Climbing down.
Here is
Okay, climbing
David
up.
Bowie. Although I just harvested my one the other day and it was red, and David Bowie's supposed to be white, so it's not David Bowie. But it's bigger than the other
This
one.
is Mr. Wu.
Crossed with Mr. Wu.
Cross with Mr. Wu.
Cross with
There is
Mr. Wu.
boy cross with. Okay.
But it's definitely way bigger than the other one. The other one was right here, and it
Yes.
was a bud ranch.
Yes. Okay. Let me squeeze.
alright?
I need to switch. Okay. I'm going slowly down. I need to hold. With...
All right.
Okay.
Here's some of my oldest plants in the middle.
It's a hike
Dark
here.
stars. Oops.
Okay. Okay. Going down. Okay.
And then we're still in alphabetical order on the side. Careful, the one's super scary.
Second floor. Yes.
Guy gave it to me last time. But in alphabetical order. So
Yay.
Hawaiian pink, Juno, Giselle, Korean white.
Juno, you're right.
All the way.
Lemonade.
I heard that one
I
sucked.
see lemonade. Really?
I
Okay.
heard the other day.
Leo's. Peggy. Okay. Going down.
Mr. Wu, one of my
Yes.
favorites.
Mr. Wu is good.
Also a great grow. My first sugar dragon after
Yay.
5 years. But I didn't do a bunch of stuff right for the first few years. Another dark star.
Dark star fruit.
And grafted right here. I did a spine graft that I
Yes.
actually drilled into the node and turned out this big weird
Yes.
graft on this physical
Huge.
graffiti.
Huge.
Put off
And we got three fruit.
Maria Fuchsia, which is the incorrectly spelled Maria Fuchsia. And supposedly when I got it, I was the 7th person in the world to have it, supposedly.
Wow.
I didn't even talk about it for 2 years.
Okay.
I finally have fruit. I've had it for like
Yeah.
4 years. And supposedly it's a super
I wanna
tasty
pay
top
attention to how big are the
here's
air
another
roots
example.
over here. It's crazy how fast they grow.
five.
Look at this.
Kim White, look, one,
Yes.
and they're growing.
And it grow. Oh, that's how
a
they.
different plant.
That's how they
From a
live
different
in
pot.
nature, right? Because they're climbing on the trees, they're climbing on the rocks. As soon as they that's a really great example. They
Yep.
they
And
reach
I'm
to
even-
the water.
Taking them now.
Yes. Wrap around. Yes. Tie together. Yes. Tie together. Correct. And bingo. That's the way they're gonna get the end moisture and, they're gonna reach to the
I
soil.
spray them. I'll give them little baths.
That's a
with-
perfect example. Okay, going up, up, up. Okay, here we
Yeah,
go.
so basically, this is the first year I had a bunch of fruit, and by a bunch
Look
I
at this.
mean about 15
Look at this, how many arrows. I've
Next
never
year I
seen
should
so
have
many.
100 varieties at
It's
least.
just because of the moisture, good moisture condition here?
You don't see those on your plants?
No, very little, very little.
I know they see them in Puerto Rico and stuff where they have more moisture.
Right,
So, yeah, I
right.
think it's just-
That's a great example because,
Trying to suck up
right,
whatever. I can get on it,
amazing,
you know?
amazing. This is
Oh,
really cool.
And I'm really into seedlings now.
Yes.
I was really with plumerias. These are all plumerias behind me.
Right.
That's how I started. Plumeria seedlings are the strongest thing ever. If you want to look down here, none of these are cuttings. These are all I grew from seeds. Some of them are like 7 years old.
But yes, it takes forever, right?
Yeah, it takes forever. That's why I gave them when they were a pain in the butt. Like, here's a stupid cut. See how unhealthy it looks? But a seedling is strong as hell.
Yes.
So my rationale is, why not take a Strooper Song seedling and use it as a host?
I see. And then you can graft,
stronger than
to the seedling. You just need to have support,
that,
right?
But as long as it's a good piece of fruit, which how could it not be a good piece of fruit if you hybrid it between 2 different ones?
Right.
Why not try and make new varieties?
Okay.
It doesn't take that long. I meant to bring that today. Or no, that's not the one I
What?
Anyways, these are a couple months old. This is only 2 years old, and by year 3 they look normal.
Right.
Full-size plants.
You just
They
give,
grow
you
faster
just
than you think.
support them. As soon as you support, they'll strive, and they
just
get
wanna keep growing
sun.
forever.
So
You don't
those
have to cut all
guys,
the new
yeah,
growth off
they're
always.
reaching
They
to the
just wanna go
sun. Yes. What's interesting here?
And the only one I
the
have that could
growth.
possibly be a hybrid, and
Yes.
be done, was
Yes.
the one the tip graft over there, and that's the Leo's Best Red seedling. When I first got a cutting of the Leo's Best Red, it had a piece of fruit on it. This weird little piece of fruit, and I planted the seeds,
Yes.
and I maybe remade it. This is the only survivor.
Wow.
So
I
I
see.
tip graft this onto that plant.
Yes.
That's the one that it's now giant and has big, huge spikes
Right.
that look totally different than any other plant ever. Notice the spikes, I'll show you later. But
Yes.
this is the plant. And over there, it's giant. This is the mama. It totally bypassed its own plant. That's why
I
it's
see.
faster grafting.
And your soil is exactly the same.
I was going to bring this today, but let's just show
It's-
this as an example of almost what I said.
Robust red? Okay.
A perfect plant.
Beautiful.
It grows up
can be.
4 foot, and then boom, it's got 13 branches. And I just did this yesterday because I wanted to show as an
I see,
example
to
what
support
people should
it.
do in their backyard. But
Yeah.
it's tomato cage. So much easier.
That's true. It's the best way, yeah. Put the
And
nice.
hopefully this mega red, I'll get tons of fruit next year. I haven't had one fruit on it yet.
I see. And you basically you twisted this the bottom, right? The
It was too
sticks.
tall.
Too tall, but I mean gives better support, right? And you can stretch to the container.
Well, I wouldn't normally do that. It was just all bent and out of shape.
Yes.
I was just trying to recycle it.
That's nice. Very good. Very
look
good.
over here.
Mochi.
Here's my Ohana. And this is the first one that took me over 2 years to get.
Yes.
And the only way I was to get it was to be able to trade a Chimera. And that's how I got most of these, just by one-on-one trades. My first 80 I
Right.
bought, and then after that it's pretty much been one-on-one.
So you mix your dragons, you mix with plumerias, and it's both of them popular. And in the same soil, they love this soil,
I
right?
do love the soil, but the problem is these are going dormant twice as long as the dragon.
Oh wow.
It doesn't really work. I'm only keeping these
I got
together
you.
because they're totally happy, but I did it about a year ago. I love
Yes.
companion rooting,
Yes.
like rooting all kinds of different plants together, but
Yeah.
dragons and plumerias,
Yeah.
nah.
Tell us about the soil. I mean, do you mix? Do you have special your favorite like combination of soil? Do you
I'll
mix?
show you that in the class. I have it all mixed.
In the class,
But
you got the mix.
Technically, there's no soil in my soil.
Yeah. Okay.
compost.
Yes.
We'll put a little chicken or something on top and top feed it.
Uh huh.
But nothing to rot, because I found that any sort of stuff that rots turns into worms and eats my plants along with it.
Okay.
So yeah. The only
So
problem
tell
is
us,
with
tell
that
us
kind
what's
of
your
soil,
goal. I
it's
mean, are you
water
planning
a
to
lot.
expand more? So you're planning to get more varieties, to get more
Hopefully.
space?
I don't want more varieties.
Okay, no more
I still
variety.
keep getting more varieties. But
Yeah.
yeah, obviously I need to expand. But I'm not in a rush. I have a normal job.
You'll
I'm
get the
a
time.
school,
Yes,
PE
yes.
teacher.
And it's so nice. I mean, Matt just told me he's sharing in the school as well
Yeah,
with
but
all the
this is definitely
kids.
my retirement plan, and next year I want to have fruit. I'm so excited about finally having fruit. It's
Good,
been a
good,
long,
good,
long
good,
journey.
good.
I've been doing this for over 5 years.
Yeah,
I
it's
had my
coming.
First fruit
It's coming.
14 months ago.
Look at they're growing. Yeah, they're getting to the sun. They're reaching to the sun. But make sure,
they're pushing
make
out.
sure you hold your roof. Yeah, because they're very
I just
strong.
happened to stop.
Yeah.
Here's an example right here. I just say no,
No. Okay.
done.
Yes. Enough.
and I'm slowing the lights down.
DK16. Okay.
And here's the rooting station. Last thing.
Yes.
This is where if I need to, I got the heating pad.
Oh wow.
I'll
Even
root them in
kidding.
water for a little while.
Right.
Gross example.
Okay.
Until they get a little roots, and then once they get a little
Just
roots,
the warm water. You didn't put any hormone inside. Just a
sometimes
nice.
I'll use the liquid smoke.
Oh, I see.
This
It
stuff's
helps.
badass.
Really? Li-
Super cool. It's liquid smoke, so it's like tells the plants that there was a fire and you should regrow.
Uh huh.
Yeah, it's the best product I've used. My friend gave it to me.
Nice liquid smoke.
Liquid smoke. Yeah. I'll send you the picture.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we're gonna continue. So next hour, in a couple hours, we're gonna have our.
Pretty soon we're going down to the Winters.
Winters.
It's the tavern down the street, Winters Bar, and he's gonna sell fruit, and I'm gonna do a couple demos, and then we'll be at the Living Room Plant Company from 5 to 6:30, where I'm doing a dragon fruit grafting class. And I guess maybe one of the reasons why grafting is so easy for me is I used to build skateboard ramps, so I'm good with wood.
Yes.
I'm good with cutting. So if you're just afraid of cutting plants, it's just like cutting dead wood, and that's not hard.
Nice. So, I mean, people,
The dragons are easy to graft.
There is no limit. I mean, if you have environment, then you have at least sun and fresh air.
If
you know,
people can live in Arizona,
yes,
I can grow dragon fruit here.
Yes, yes. So it gives a good boost to all the people around the world. You know, create a greenhouse, and you can have nice tropical fruit at your home, 24/7, 365 days a year. Sounds great.
Or at least 250 days.
Thank you so much. Alik, NatureWithAlik with Matt. Call over here.
Thanks for watching.
Okay. Thank you, guys.